So the purpose of this video is that I am going to use the TI-8384 calculator in order to find maximums and minimums. So the first piece that I'm going to do is use a pretty standard optimization problem. You have a rectangular area region with a certain amount of fencing. I've set up my equation such that I've got only one variable, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that equation for area that I want to optimize, I want to find the maximum, into my y equals. So I type my equation into my y equals, and I hit graph and I notice there's nothing there. Well, it's because the fact that the window doesn't make sense for this actual function. So let's go to window and let's alter our values. I know that my x values have to be greater than 0, as well as x definitely has to be less than 2400, although quite honestly, it has to definitely be less than 1200 if you take a look at our equation. Our y values have to be positive. And so let's hit graph once again, and we still haven't found our maximum. We can't see it on our graph, so I'm going to need to make some alterations to my y values. So I go second and window to my table set option, and I'm going to select ask there for my independent variable. Then second and the graph button to go to my table, and I'm going to enter in some values for x and see what some appropriate responses are for the outputs of area. So if I plug in 800 for x, the area is 640,000. If I plug in 200, for example, my area is 400,000. If I plug in 900, my area is 540,000. And if I plug in 700 for x, then my area is around 700,000. So I need to make sure that my y values go at least that high. So I'm going to go down to y maximum, and I'm going to change it, and I'm just going to put in a ballpark of 800,000 since all of those values were less than 800,000. And so then I go to graph again, and here we go. We found our maximum. It's right up here on our graph. And so now let's use the calculator to actually find that value. So hit second and the trace key, and in this case we're going to select 4 for maximum. In other cases, if we're looking for the minimum, we would select 3. So now they want a value to the left of our maximum. So I know that our maximum is definitely past 0. And I know that our maximum is definitely before 2400. When it says guess, hit enter. And it tells us that our maximum will occur at a value of x equals 600 with a corresponding area of 720,000.